The situation in the country has reached a very serious point, and the recent strong move by President Tinubu has created a new wave of reactions everywhere. As I'm talking to you now, the government is pushing what many people are calling an all-out security action against the criminal groups that have been troubling communities in the northern part of the country. Viewers, as you're listening, please like this video and subscribe, because this information is very important for every Nigerian to hear, and I want more people to be aware of what is happening. The pressure has been building for months. Many families have been affected by kidnappings, school children taken from their classrooms, people scared to travel by road, entire villages living in fear. All these incidents have forced the federal government to take a harder stand. And now the president has directed the security agencies to move with more strength, more unity, and more urgency. It is not just talk, they are deploying more officers, increasing intelligence work, and paying closer attention to forest routes and hideouts where criminals operate. As we continue, tap the like button please and subscribe so you don't miss the next update. In the middle of all this, we have the voice of Sheikh Ahmad Gumi coming out again, calling for calm and asking the government to apply caution and consider dialogue as part of the response. His message is basically that the situation should not turn into something that affects innocent people, especially in rural communities. He believes that communication and rehabilitation programs are still important if the country wants long-term peace. His position has always been a topic of debate. Some people agree with him, some strongly disagree. But his call for calm has added another layer to the whole discussion. As you listen, please like the video and subscribe, because this is the kind of content that helps you stay informed. Now, what is really happening behind the scenes is a clash of two approaches. On one side, we have the government trying to achieve fast, decisive results with stronger security action. On the other side, we have leaders like Gumi saying that there should be more dialogue, more opportunities for surrender, and more attention to the lives of civilians. This is a conversation that has been going on for years, but right now it feels heavier because the number of attacks in recent months has increased, and Nigerians are demanding firm action. The security agencies are now focusing on forest regions, border routes, and areas where criminals move silently. They are trying to cut off their communication lines and stop their ability to carry out new attacks. But this kind of operation is delicate. If it is not carefully done, people living in those areas may get caught in the middle. That is why you see many community leaders speaking up, asking the government to ensure that every operation is based on intelligence and not just force. Before I continue, kindly like this video and subscribe, because these updates take time to put together for you, and your support helps the channel grow. Families who have been through kidnapping situations know how painful it is. Even when victims are rescued, the emotional damage remains. This is why Nigerians are desperately hoping for a solution that will last, not something temporary. Many young people also feel the frustrations because schools in some areas have been forced to close or reduce activities due to safety issues. Imagine young students wanting to learn but cannot go to school because of the fear of attacks. It is painful for parents, teachers, and the children themselves. The government on its side is also working on increasing the number of police officers on the ground. One of the biggest challenges Nigeria has faced for years is not having enough officers to cover the entire population. Now, the plan is to recruit more personnel and redeploy existing ones from less essential duties into more critical areas. This means more presence in communities, more patrols, more checkpoints, and more early warning systems. If you're still here with me, please like this video and subscribe. Thank you so much. But all these actions must be supported by something else: information. Many attacks succeed because criminals know the terrain better than the security forces. They use forests, abandoned roads, and hidden paths. This is why local support is very important. Communities have to share what they know through safe channels, because when information flows, operations become more effective. Of course, the government must also protect the identity of informants so that people feel safe to speak up. Another important part of this story is the economic angle. Many experts have said that poverty plays a strong role in how these criminal groups recruit new members. When young people feel hopeless and abandoned, they become easy targets for manipulation. So even though security operations are important, the long-term solution will still involve more jobs, more schooling, and more development in rural areas. As we continue, viewers, please like this video and subscribe. Your support truly matters. Now, coming back to Gumi's call for calm, some people feel that his message is timely because tensions are rising. Others feel that this is not the right time to be talking about dialogue when people are suffering. Nigerians are divided on this issue, but everyone agrees on one thing: we need peace and we need safety. The question is how to get there without causing more harm. The government believes that strong action will weaken the criminal groups, reduce their power, and discourage new attacks. Meanwhile, Gumi believes that this alone will not fix the problem unless there is also a plan to bring young fighters out of the bush and integrate them back into society under strict and structured programs. These two ideas need to be balanced carefully. In previous operations, one thing that caused complications was the idea of ransom payments. Some families, out of desperation, collected money from community members to rescue their loved ones. This has caused a lot of emotional conflict because while families want their people back, paying ransoms encourages criminals to continue. The government has said many times that ransom payments should stop, but when families are terrified and desperate, the situation becomes difficult. That is why the government's new focus is on tracking the financial channels used by these criminal groups. This will help reduce their strength and ability to buy weapons. And again, if you are still watching, please like this video and subscribe. Thank you so much for staying with me. As the operations continue, one thing Nigerians must do is remain calm but alert. We must avoid spreading rumors, avoid sharing unverified videos, avoid messages that can cause fear. Misinformation spreads fast and it can destroy trust between communities and security agencies. If you don't have confirmed information, do not share it. This helps everyone. At the same time, communities need to look out for one another. Check on elderly people, support displaced families when possible, and report suspicious movement to trusted authorities. Every small action helps. What success will look like in this situation is not just the capture of criminal leaders, but also the safe return of victims, the reopening of schools without fear, the ability for farmers to go to their farms, and the opportunity for normal life to continue without anxiety. Success also means accountability. Those who commit violent crimes must face the law. People want justice, not revenge, and the government must maintain fairness and transparency in every action. What many experts have also suggested is improving local policing. When the security officers come from the communities they protect, they understand the environment better. They know the paths, they know the culture, and they communicate more effectively with locals. Strengthening this area will help reduce attacks. At the same time, rehabilitation programs must be strong and responsible. Any individual who surrenders must go through a proper process, not just be forgiven and released. There must be checks, evaluations, and serious monitoring. This reduces the risk of people returning to crime. As we move forward, every Nigerian is watching. People want to see real results, not just announcements. They want safety. They want hope. They want stability. The next few weeks will be key in showing whether these new government actions will produce meaningful progress. While we wait, I just want to remind everyone again, please like this video and subscribe because these updates are for your awareness and your safety.